One Piece chapter 1063 came out, and I'm gonna keep on saying it every week. Oda is in his bag every single week. Before the video starts, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna hop right into it. First thing we see is a cover art, and we see Cracker on the floor, frozen. The whole town is frozen, showing that Aokiji is here, and he is most likely really working for Blackbeard or associated with Blackbeard. And Aokiji takes pudding. And then I'm thinking, why would Aokiji and Blackbeard need pudding? And then I was like, well, we do know that pudding says that she could read the road poneglyphs because of her third eye and the tribe that she was from. She's half the third eye tribe and human. So like, okay, that makes sense why they would need pudding. Now, going into the chapter, it picks up right where we're seen with Atlas and everything, with Luffy, Chopper, Bonnie, and Jinbei. They ate food, and Atlas is like, I gotta go. I gotta hurry up and go back to work. And it seems like this island has a little society, because Chopper's like, who are these people? It's like hooded people with like little like headphones on, and they're walking around. And we see this dog eating like the trash that they left on the floor. So this island has a whole system of like robotic people going around. Then we see Luffy got the new drip on. He got the Balenciagas on his feet, and we see Bonnie gets a new change clothes too. Same thing with Chopper, and Jinbei goes his own style, not the futuristic style. He has like a Hawaiian shirt on. He has a dad fit on. Go down and we see Akuma appear, but this isn't the Kuma that we know. This is a Kuma that's on this island, and he's a police officer. And Kuma jumps to conclusions, and he charges the Straw Hats, and he's saying that they stole the food, which they did technically. They didn't pay for the food. So Kuma goes in and starts blasting laser beams, and Luffy's about to hit Kuma, but Bonnie doesn't let that happen. Bonnie kicks Luffy out the way, and Luffy's like, hey, what are you doing? He's trying to shoot a laser at us, like I have to get rid of him. Bonnie's like, that's my dad, like you can't hurt him. And everybody's freaking out, and they're like, yeah, this is the guy you said that turned to the cyborg, like Kuma's your dad. Everybody's freaking out. I had the same reaction we had last week. And then we see the panel of Bonnie having the Robin face, and she's crying, and she's saying, that's my dad, don't hurt him. And we see old Kuma before he turned into a robot. He looks like a real like genuine person. And we see baby Bonnie, like he looks like really happy, like he looks like a dad here. So we see old Kuma. Then we jump and we see Blackbeard on the ocean. His ship got a little bit of upgrades to it. He got the little flag and everything now, not just the 3 logs, even though the logs was badass. Like logs is easily the coolest ship. Then we jump to Law. Law saying that they have too much water pressure, so they have to go to the surface. But randomly, Law and Beppo turn into a girl. And then Law says something really important that could change power scaling for One Piece in the long run. Law says he remembers something where he clashed with the emperors, that any type of haki can counter devil fruits. So Law uses his haki to turn back into his original body. So that kind of makes devil fruits a lot weaker. Basically, is showing how like somebody's willpower and haki is strong enough they could counter any devil fruit, which makes sense because on Rooftop, Law couldn't move Kaido or Big Mom because their haki was just too strong for him. It also implies that whoever did this to Law, he's stronger than them haki wise. Maybe not like fighting wise, but haki wise he's stronger than them. Then we see Doc Q, Vaughn, and Burgess, and they're all here, and they all have devil fruits now. Burgess has the buff fruit. Don Q has the sick fruit. That's the fruit that made Law and Beppo turn into a girl. And then we have the Warper fruit for Vaughn. Vaughn could basically teleport locations, so kind of like Law, but it's probably a lot more better and it goes a lot more farther range. And another thing that I noticed, if you look at Burgess's face, Burgess looks like he's been modified. Like his face is half robot, like he might be like a pacifista half-ish kinda. His face is very modified, and he might have even more mechanics or stuff to his kit now that's not just a devil fruit. Because we see Burgess lifting up mountains, so he's really strong, and stronger than he was before. Law tries to retaliate and goes room, and then we see Blackbeard pull up, and Blackbeard is basically saying that he needs the load poneglyphs from Law, and he might want that devil fruit too. And Law says, "You took the words right out my mouth. Let's settle this. Winner takes all." So, a couple of things I want to talk about after this chapter. How does Law get away from all this? I think there's either 5 outcomes that happen here. 1, Law gets destroyed and he loses the Lord poneglyphs. 2, Law gets destroyed and they take his devil fruit and the Lord poneglyphs. 3, somebody at the island that they're at is going to interfere. And I think, what if they ended up on Sphinx, and what if like Weevil interferes, or like Marco's back at home, he jumps in the way, or Law finds a way to escape. What if Law uses his personality swap and swaps all their personalities, because Blackbeard's crew's rambunctious and they don't really fit with each other? So what if he just switches all their personalities and like they don't know what to do, and Law is able to escape like that? And 5, what if like another pirate crew shows up? Like, what if like Shanks shows up, or like Kid or somebody? Because let's be real, Law does not have the strength or the crew to fight Blackbeard. I think if Blackbeard let Vaughn, Doc, and Burgess just come by themselves and Blackbeard wasn't here, I think Law would be able to escape. But since Blackbeard is here, Blackbeard is enough by himself to defeat Law. Like, Blackbeard does not need those other 3 to jump to beat Law. So maybe Blackbeard takes the poneglyphs and takes Law captive too. And this could be a moment where we see if Blackbeard has a 3rd devil fruit, because I think Blackbeard already found his 3rd devil fruit, but we just don't know what it is yet. Let me know how you guys think Law is going to escape the situation. I really don't see any way, except for the way I said with him switching their personalities, or somebody saves the day. But I think if somebody jumps in and saves the day, it's going to be kind of repetitive, because we've seen that for the last like 3 instances with Boa and like some other people, like people jumping in the way and saving them. Let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and peace.